This is Starr Radio. This
UK.
is Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 079-61-248-834 or email Dan at gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
If you're not using AI properly in 2026, you're already behind time to catch up. I'm teaching a beginner-friendly session on how to use AI in a practical, everyday way. No tech jargon here, just real results. Join me on the 21st of May at 7 p.m. See you there.
It's so delicious. Like when you eat it, we got greens, meat, fish, everything is in there.
The tilapia fish, it tastes amazing. Softness, moist, and definitely the taste.
The seasoning from Africa. The food is just like back home, from back home. Tastes very good.
I bring the Ghana to England, yeah. Can have what do you call the ampesi, fufu, chosavi, banku, wache, jollof, Ghana jollof. Oh my God, Ama jollof. Name the food when you come to Ama to eat. Ama is not do it for you.
When you come to Amersfoort, you get the best chosavi in the whole United Kingdom. London. Yes.
Welcome to African Hill Resort, the perfect location for your honeymoon, conferences, breakfast meetings, and weekend getaways. Other facilities available include spa, rooftop bar, restaurant, indoor bar, swimming pool, lawn for parties, and outside catering. There is free Wi-Fi connectivity for you to stay in touch with your family, business associates, and the whole world. African Hill Resort is located on the Iveta Hills with a panoramic view of whole township. For inquiries or reservations, call 0208-267-501 or 0209-135-196 or 0362-290.
Do you or anyone you know suffer with oxidative stress? Oxidative stress is a condition where your body produces too many free radicals, which can damage cells and lead to health problems. Diseases caused by oxidative stress include heart disease, blood disorder, diabetes, arthritis, stroke, chronic fatigue, neurodegenerative disease, premature aging, autoimmune disorders, etc. Health is real wealth. Move, nourish, thrive. Need help? Call me for more information on +4 4 7 4 2 4 4 8 9 5 7 8.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 07961-248-834 or email Dan at gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
I am recording from the
beautiful country of Ghana. I'm staying at the Oceanic Resort here in Accra, Ghana, where I am topping up my vitamin D and feeling so energized and vibrant. As you can see, the lovely sea behind me and the sand. I've also brought my products with me, which also helps to energize me. I brought my P84, my Fighter Power X, and the new kid on the block, my Protandu. If you would like to hear more or learn more about these wonderful products that I'm taking, you can either inbox me or click on the link below. Thank you for listening. My health is definitely my wealth. Thank you.
You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
In your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
The best radio show.
This is Starr Radio UK.
In your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
Hi there, this is CJ Buckman, your life coach. And whenever I'm in London, I listen to Star Radio UK right here. But guess what? You can listen to wherever you are.
Body is your man. Bekutu, show them you got the cocoa set. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Harry Song, aka Mr. Songs. This is the Kingmaker Baba for the girls. We're here. This is Star Radio. We don't go nowhere. UK, London. We call them London for home. For here, we call them London. And that's how you know. Just have fun and stay blessed.
broadcasting live online.
This is Starr Radio UK.
The best radio show.
All around the world. In your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Star Radio UK and the Morning Show.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth and wherever you are tuning in from this morning. I want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Starr Radio UK Tuesday edition of the morning show. And I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Well, you will say you don't see me, but now you see me. And once again, let me say welcome to the show, wherever you might be. It's a pleasure coming your way all the time. And today, the pleasure, once again, is mine coming your way. But let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy, and then to all our astound listeners, wherever you all might be. Okay, wherever you are this morning, I salute each and every one of you. To my lovely jabbly listeners in Nigeria, in which part of the world do I want to talk about? Everywhere you listen to me from, I salute each and every one of you, and I say massive good morning to you, and welcome to the Starr Radio UK edition of the morning show. Don't you worry, I'm trying to look for the YouTube streaming and then get it on the platform. Yeah, it is on the platform at the moment, but getting it on the Starr Radio UK bit, that's where I'm not getting it. But hey, on my monitor here to see exactly what is going on there is what I'm not seeing. But well, loading, boom. Yes, I got it now. So wherever you are, once again, let me say good morning to you and welcome. Do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well. So from now till exactly 12 o'clock when I bring the curtains down for the end of the program, I'm going to bring you everything from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. If it's making the headlines, the rest assured of one thing, I'm going to bring it to the fore. Let me say good morning to Vicky Newton, also to Eben, all the way Cape Town, South Africa, and to Antonio and the family there. I salute each and every one of you. Yeah, let me hear from you. Yeah, massive good morning to you. To Delta, Mom, Mrs. Ryder Hammond, and you all in Accra at the moment, I salute you. To KB Bossman, Vicky, Mr. Laimi Koki, Mr. Frank Davis, and you wonderful ones there as well. I salute each and every one of you. Bishop Adeshina, Reverend Emmanuel Sechidi, and all the clergy who support us on this platform. I salute you all. And once again, welcome. As I said earlier on, I remain yours sincerely,
Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
To Mr. Joseph Atta, aka PK. Massive good morning to you. It was lovely talking to you a moment ago. Wherever you are, once again, welcome to the program. All right, then. Let's move on. Now, so by way of program, I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast to follow suit, then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as Global Trotting. Then, after which we'll continue, we'll be looking at the details of some of the other activities. That is the stories that is going on. At 11:45, the line will be activated for you to add your voice to the discussions. Then at 12 o'clock, I bring the curtains down for the end of the program. Well, that's how it's going to be for today. But let me say good morning once again to our money man as well, Mr. Dan Teberi, CEO of GIL Accountancy Services as well. And Patricia Hammond, massive good morning to you. Hope you are doing very, very well. Okay, now kicking off, the quote for the day says, opportunities do not respond to needs, but to results which come from intense preparation. Not to needs, but from intense results which come from intense preparation. All right then, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right. Then. Now to the weather front. It's looking through the monitors here, through the windows. You can see that it looks like, yes, not feel. It looks like It's sunny out there, but it feels cold. So for those of you who won't be going out without jackets or this thing, be rest assured that you come back having a cough. But wherever you are, I hope that you take the necessary measures going out. Yeah? All right then. Starr Radio UK. Now, so when it comes to the weather here in London and the southeastern part of the UK, this is how it's going to be for you today. And just bear with me. My system seems to be playing up a bit. That is the... Okay, good. I got it. Now, it's going to be cloudy in the early afternoon with the odd light shower locally, but this will clear to leave some sunshine later. Tonight will be dry with clear skies to start with. Areas of variable cloud will drift in from the north through the early hours of the morning. The top temperature is going to be 16 degrees. The lower is going to be 7 degrees. Pollen level is going to be low. UV level, moderate pollution, low. Sunset 20:41 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 05:14 hours. And that brings us to the end of the weather forecast. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on straight to the travels as well. As we say on this platform, keep your eyes on the roads, as we keep you navigated, our promise, our bond. Okay, so what have I got for you on your travels this morning? Okay, so on the travels this morning, on the underground, they seem to be running a good service. DLR, good service. London Tramlink, good service. London Overground, good service there as well. So, all in all, good service there. Now, moving on to the major roads in London, let me tell you what is happening there as well. But apart from A12 that is experiencing serious delays, all the others have no exceptional delays there. And the River Bus is also running a good service. That's a good one there. The London Cable Car, good service there as well. Let's see what the final one, that is the National Rails, got in stock for us. As I say, keep your eyes on the roads, as we keep you navigated, our promise, our bond. So, well, there we have a bit of an issue, right? Good. Now, Greater Anglia, Northern Rail, Southwestern Railway, Southeastern and Transparent Express are all offering special service. That aside, all the others are running a good service. And that is why I will say it once again as I normally would. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. We take a commercial break. We come back and we continue with the show. Don't turn the dial. Starr Radio UK. I'm going to be taking you global trotting. But for the moment, let's take this commercial break and I will be back with you. All right then. So,
running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 079-61-248-834 or email Dan at gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
If you're not using AI properly in 2026, you're already behind time to catch up. I'm teaching a beginner-friendly session on how to use AI in a practical, everyday way. No tech jargon here, just real results. Join me on the 21st of May at 7 p.m. See you there.
It's so delicious. Like when you eat it, we got greens, meat, fish, everything is in there.
And the tilapia fish, it tastes amazing. Softness, moist, and definitely the taste.
The seasoning from Africa. The food is just like back home, from back home. Tastes very good.
I bring the Ghana to England. Yeah, can have what do you call the ampesi, fufu, chosavi, banku, weche, jollof, Ghana jollof. Oh my God, Ama jollof. Name the food when you come to Ama to eat. Ama is not do it for you.
When you come to Amersfoort, you get the best chosavi in the whole United Kingdom, London. Yes.
Welcome to African Hill Resort, the perfect location for your honeymoon, conferences, breakfast meetings, and weekend getaways. Other facilities available include spa, rooftop bar, restaurant, indoor bar, swimming pool, lawn for parties, and outside catering. There is free Wi-Fi connectivity for you to stay in touch with your family, business associates, and the whole world. African Hill Resort is located on the Iveta Hills with a panoramic view of whole township. For inquiries or reservations, call 0208 267 501 or 0209 135 196 or 0362 290.
Do you or anyone you know suffer with oxidative stress? Oxidative stress is a condition where your body produces too many free radicals, which can damage cells and lead to health problems. Diseases caused by oxidative stress include heart disease, blood disorder, diabetes, arthritis, stroke, chronic fatigue, neurodegenerative disease, premature aging, autoimmune disorders, etc. Health is real wealth. Move, nourish, thrive. Need help? Call me for more information on +4 4 7 4 2 4 4 8 9 5 7 8.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 07961 248 834 or email dan@gillaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
This is Starr Radio UK, and welcome back to the program. It is now time for us to go global trotting. And what have I got for you? Boy. So much happening here in the UK. Well, Starmer grapples with leadership crisis. Starmer allies voice support as they leave cabinet meeting after Prime Minister says he will get on with governing. The Prime Minister says leadership contest has not been triggered after the first government minister resigns and joins 78 other Labour MPs who have urged him to go or set a timetable. Okay, in other stories as well, driving test bookings is changing now in the UK. So it's not the driving instructor who will be doing that, where they do so and milk the system when they book it for 60 quid and then they'll sell it block it and then they'll sell it for 500 and stuff like that. Well, government is clamping down on that. And therefore it's changed there. And the BBC has unmasked the people smuggler in the network behind small boats crossings. Well, that's going to be a big one there. Also, Green Party admits Polanski may have failed to pay council tax. I thought you don't want to go into politics, but you get in there, be rest assured of one thing, they'll be digging every dirt on you. So if you want to be a cool person, like an ordinary citizen, have your privacy, then be like me. All right? Good. All right, then. Starr Radio UK. Now, moving on to other parts of the world to look at some of the stories making the round this morning. From the U.S. front, what have I got there for you? Well, U.S. President Donald Trump, what is he saying? Well, Trump says the ceasefire is on life support. So, virtually, it's at the verge of dying. But what do you think about all that? Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, just bear with me. All right. I know he's all right then. Okay. All right. Now, U.S. is closely guarded talks to open. Okay. Just bear with me. All right. Now, U.S. is in close guard talks to open new bases in Greenland. It is seeking to open 3 bases in the south of the Arctic territory, according to multiple official familiar with the talks there. So some would say that's a good one. Then in other stories, the Trump-Z summit could set superpower relations for many years to come. Those are some of the stories making the rounds this morning there. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, Texas accuses Netflix of spying on users, including children. Is this something to foment some trouble whilst Trump is going to China? Okay, because we knew that he was over at the time saying that they need to sell it, and then they came to say truce or something of the sort. Now, if that comes on, well. And what to become TV quiz show with Savannah Guthrie as host. And then Elon Musk and Tim Cook among CEOs expected to accompany Trump on the China trip. Well, we're going to be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Moving on straight to other parts of the world, the Latin American area, and what have I got there for you? Well, Trump's ally, Carrie Lake, is tapped to be U.S. ambassador to Jamaica. We'll be looking into that because the issue is why is she very good in a good position to be the person taking that reins there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. My apologies there. Moving on, in Europe, this is what is happening in Europe as well at 11:26. Well. Russia's shadow fleet ships defying Prime Minister's threat and entering UK waters. That's the stories that is making the rounds. What do they want? Do they want the UK to say, hey, you are doing that, and that even at the promise that if they see that, they will cause the military to board their ships. Is that what we're going to be seeing at all? Well. And where or what would that lead to? Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. In Asia as well, Pakistan struck a rehab center and killed 269 Afghans. Their families want to know why. And indigenous Australians win 150 million Australian dollars after a billionaire mined without permission. Well, he's a law unto himself. There are some stories that have in my audiobooks, and he listens to some of them. It's quite interesting. So, listening, my apologies, seeing that headline, just take me to that place. Just bear with me. Well, it is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In the Middle East, as I said earlier on, Israel passes law to allow death penalty and public trials for those linked to the 7 October attack. Israel passes a law that permits the death penalty and public trials for those involved in the unprecedented Hamas-led attacks there. Okay, and Israel has deported 2 activists detained on board the Gaza flotilla. Lebanon says Israeli strikes have killed 39 people there, and EU agreed sanction on Israeli settlers over West Bank violence. Alien Iranian Nobel laureate giving bail and hospital transfer. I did talk about that yesterday. Now, on the African continent, what have I got for you? In South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa is facing lots of calls for him to step down and stuff. But South African president says he will not step down after impeachment call. President Cyril Ramaphosa said he will not resign on Monday evening after days of speculation. And then France is seeking to move beyond colonial ties by meeting African leaders in Kenya. So we know that Kenya is not a French-speaking country, or they were not colonized by the French. However, they are of the view that maybe if they link with them, I mean, soft diplomacy, and then you trade with them, and then you can get so this time around not coming the way that the former colonial masters, or how they were treating their former colonies, where they say, well, we hold power. When it comes to contracts, you have to contact us first. When we fail, we have the first offer, which will have the first offer, and then so let's see how the new approach by Macron is going to be like for the continent. In other stories, there's a surge in the gang violence in Haiti's capital, and which has left hundreds displaced. There are some of the stories making the rounds, and M23 have pulled back from eastern DRC towns as ceasefire pressure mounts. Well, we hope that peace will prevail there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Still on the African front, Sierra Leone's opposition leader has raised alarm over alleged drug trafficking. By who? The leader of Sierra Leone's main opposition party has raised fresh concerns over alleged links between the country and international drug trafficking. So we'll be telling you more about that. Uganda and DR Congo signed 6 new bilateral agreements. There are some stories making the rounds there. And they're going to Nigeria as well. Just bear with me as we go on. Well, NDC, ADC will still unite before 2027. Kwankwaso dismisses Atiko's rivalry. So, let's see. They will put their heads together some way, somehow. Is that what is going to happen? Let me take the opportunity to say once again, good morning to May Queen. May, I hope you are doing very, very well. We'll get in touch with you after the program. Yeah? Okay, if you are listening to, you can get in touch with me, right? Good. The federal government waives UTME for candidates with 4 credits seeking admission into colleges of education. We are fighting oppression, not Tinubu, SDP flag bearer says, and Tinubu governors Akande for Zaranti at 100. Well, congratulations to him on his 100th birthday. Now, when it comes to Ghana as well, 2026 WASI for school candidates begins tomorrow. I'll be telling you more. And police promotion exams, the IGP has reacted to bribery paper leakage. It's kind of an interesting one. But I'll be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. It is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. The xenophobic attacks that seem to be going on. Ibrahim Mahama has reported a xenophobia victim, Emmanuel Asamoah, with 200,000 Ghana cedis and new business opportunities. Has employed the guy, honestly. So maybe that will help the guy out. But if you look at some of the videos that have gone viral, and last night, Alex, the Zongo man sent me one. I looked at it. I couldn't watch it. But it's a very sad thing that is going on there. Abuse of women who have been stripped naked, nude virtually, and the way and I was asking myself the question, what the heck is that? Well, court has rejected Gift Your Worry Mensah's attempt to delay trial, set series of dates for hearing. This and a lot more going to be coming your way this morning. But wherever you are, don't touch the dial. It is Starr Radio UK. Let's go on with the rest of the advert, and then I will be with you. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial.
I am recording from the beautiful country of Ghana. I'm staying at the Oceanic Resort here in Accra, Ghana, where I am topping up my vitamin D and feeling so energized and vibrant. As you can see, the lovely sea behind me and the sand. I've also brought my products with me, which also helps to energize me. I brought my P84, my Fighter Power X, and the new kid on the block, my Protandem. If you would like to hear more or learn more about these wonderful products that I'm taking, you can either inbox me or click on the link below. Thank you for listening. My health is definitely my wealth. Thank you.
You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. God, you won't be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to exactly 11:35, and now let's go into the details of some of the stories making the rounds this morning. And in the next 10 minutes, the line will be activated for you to add your voice to the discussions wherever or whatever it might be. All right then. So kicking off from home here, I was speaking to Joseph Atta, aka PK, and I was telling him some of the issues going on now about the Prime Minister and the challenge that he's facing. They said, "Oh, is it?" I said, "Yeah, because you are out of the country at the moment, so you don't feel it. But we are here." The Keir Starmer is fighting to stay on as a Prime Minister as he stares down calls for Labour critics, including some of his own ministers, to quit Downing Street. It comes amid a revolt among Labour MPs and calls from ministers for him to draw up an exit timetable for a disastrous set of elections last week. He is here. Okay, now the Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood is among a number of cabinet ministers urging the Prime Minister to set out a departure timetable. But at his weekly cabinet meeting earlier, Sakir said he does not intend to quit and chew down the gauntlet to potential rivals to formally challenge him as a Labour leader. No MP has yet launched a formal bid to challenge Sakir, a move requiring the backing of 81 colleagues or 20% of Labour MPs, according to party rules. After the meeting, key allies, including Housing Secretary Steve Reid and Work and Pension Secretary Pat McFadden, told journalists they were continuing to back Sir Keir Starmer. But Health Secretary West Reading, seen as a likely leadership rival, made no comment to reporters as he left Downing Street. Foreign Office Minister Jenny Chapman, another Starmer ally, acknowledged a discussion is taking place over his leadership, but told reporters no minister challenging at the cabinet table. Nearly 80 Labour MPs have publicly urged Kiir to resign immediately or drop an exit timetable. Now, Miata Fambule, Communities Minister, earlier became the first member of the cabinet of government to resign. Along with Sweden, former Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner is seen as the most likely challenger to Sir Keir's among Labour MPs. Now, Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham also has support, but would need to become an MP to stand for leader, requiring a more drawn-out contest. The Prime Minister gave a hastily convened speech yesterday in a bid to show up his position, or to shore up his position, but the move seemed to have backfired, with a number of Labour MPs calling on him to go, rising steadily in the hours afterward. The revolt among MPs follows a disastrous set of elections for Labour last week, where it lost almost 1,500 councillors in local elections across England. It was also kicked out. It also kicked out of power in Wales and slammed its worst ever result in a Scottish Parliament election. The election had been billed as a key to test Sir Keir Starmer's leadership amid dire poll ratings and the row over his decision to appoint Peter Mandelson as US ambassador, which had led some MPs to question his judgment. Well, I told you, when it came to Peter Mandelson, he took a risk, he took a gamble. But did the gamble work or not? That is a question that most people are asking. However, I'm of the view that whatever the situation is, the man did what he has to do. But what are you also doing? Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. What do you think about all that? Yeah, I'll give you an opportunity to do so in the next few moments as we continue with the show. All right then. Should Keir go or should Keir stay? And if he decides to go, what becomes the is it when it comes to stability? When they push Boris Johnson out, then Liz Truss came in, and then we had Rishi Sunak also come. So there was that turbulence that after Liz Truss coming in and changing everything, turning it upside down, boom, 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 and we've not been able to recover from that. We've not been. And then we had because the Russia bid was going, the Russia-Ukraine war thing was going on before all those things commenced. We've not recovered from that. So whatever it is, if you say that, just give him some time, let him be there. Stability is very important, and that shows up whatever the markets are looking at, giving them certainty that, well, things are okay. We're not going to be seeing any troubles there. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on. Okay, now moving on to some of the other stories making the rounds in the UK. So the Green Party has admitted that its leader, Zach Polanski, has until recently been living in a houseboat in London and may have failed to pay council tax. In a statement given, a party spokesperson said Polanski had taken steps to pay any council tax he may be found to owe. They added, Zach apologizes sincerely for the unintentional mistake. Polanski has been under pressure to explain whether the houseboat moored at a marina in East London had been his primary residence. A boat is liable for council tax when used as a person's sole or main residence. Okay, or let's go and live in the sea. Now, according to the tax lawyer Dan Needle, who has investigated the tax affairs of several politicians, looked into Polanski's situation and wrote on his Tax Policy Associate website this week. If, as seems likely, that was his main residence, then Mr. Polanski and his partner should have paid council tax there. But did the council ever send a request to say, or a bill to say that you owe us council tax? And for him to maybe react to it and say, look, I'm not going to be paying it, or what? Okay. The Times newspaper last week questioned whether Polanski had paid council tax for the boat for the past 3 years. It reported It reported that it had seen an advertisement to sell the boat in which Polanski's partner had said, "We are moving house and so will sadly be leaving the gorgeous community behind." The advert, which the BBC has said, said the boat has been our amazing home for 3 years. The paper said the Green Party had told it Polanski lived in a room that he rented at a different address in London, and a council tax was included in his rent there. The party told the paper that he only stayed on the boat occasionally. However, the Times reported that the Green Party leader and his partner appear in recent years to have stayed on a narrow boat at a marina, adding a local laundrette said it had often done laundry for Polanski and his partner from 2023 to 2025. So he's lying there, right? Now, Polanski also, with several other individuals, also thought to have boats in the marina use a nearby building as a postal address. The marina is part of the Waltham Forest Borough Council, and the Mail reported that he had been registered to vote there. Now, when the BBC asked the Green Party for clarification about Polanski's residence and whether he had paid the relevant council tax, a party spokesperson gave us a statement saying, "Until relatively recently, Zach was living on a houseboat, which came with its own unique practical circumstances and considerations." It continued, "He has immediately taken steps to pay any council tax he may be found to owe. For security reasons, we do not comment publicly on Zach's address." All right then, so that's quite an interesting one. I didn't know that when you live on a boat, you have to pay council tax. Well, at least they dredge the river, or the lake, whichever is appropriate. They make sure that the community, everything is, they're talking about post office where you're using an address and all those bits there. So definitely, you are due to have paid tax there. But hey, what are we seeing here? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We are moving on swiftly. And as I said, it is now gone exactly a quarter 12, and the line is open. Feel free, call us via Teams, and it's Starr Radio UK. But if you have any comments you want to post on the platforms that we are broadcasting on, feel free to do so. And I promise you one thing for sure, I'm gonna read it out. All right then. So let's move on. Let's plod on. In other parts of the world, okay, let's see. I was trying to bring one other story from the UK front before we move to other parts of the world, and notably, this pertains to small boat crossings and the smugglers behind that. A leading people smuggler whose network is believed to be responsible for the majority of illegal cross-channel journeys in recent years has been unmasked by a BBC investigation. A 28-year-old Iraqi Kurd has evaded arrest for several years by operating under an alias Kado Ranya. He has kept his real name a closely guarded secret. He has frustrated which has frustrated law enforcement agencies in their effort to issue an international warrant for his arrest. The lack of information about Kado Renya's real name has also made it harder for individual police forces in Europe to track his whereabouts or follow leads beyond their own borders. However, using contacts in the smuggling world, and colleague Rob Laurie and his followed a trail from migrant camps on the northern French coast all the way to Iraqi Kurdistan, obtaining Kado's Ranya's real identity and details, and ultimately confronting him. Now, Kado Ranya is believed to operate a smuggling operation with routes stretching from Afghanistan to the UK. He took his pseudonym from the town of Ranya in Iraqi Kurdistan, where he is believed to be from. Quite an interesting one, right? It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, we say the majority of the small boat criminal business model is controlled by kids, said Dankanatella Backcroft, acting Deputy Director of the UK's National Crime Agency. A number of smugglers who have either come from Rania or operated there have recently been targeted by the NCAA. He added, this echoed what we heard from a smuggler in a French migrant camp who said the network that controlled the cross-channel trade was often referred to as the Rania Boys. So, is it people from that community, the Kurdish community, that are doing so? Well. I hope that this one will help authorities to curb that crossing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. I don't know how Kia will be feeling knowing this there this morning as well, how he'll be supporting everything. But Starr Radio UK, moving on. In other parts of the world, as our time is ticking and moving on so swiftly, what do I have there for you? U.S. President Donald Trump has said the month-long ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran is on a massive light support, he told reporters in the Oval Office. Okay. Now, following Trump's comment, Iranian Parliamentary Speaker Mohammad Ghalibaf wrote on X that Iran's armed forces were ready to respond and to teach a lesson for any aggression. After Trump's comment, Ismail Bagel, a foreign just bear with me. Now, after Trump's comment, Ismail Bagay, a foreign ministry spokesperson for Iran, said Tehran's proposals were responsible and generous. After his comment saying Iran's armed forces ready to respond, Ghalibaf said in a separate post on X that there was no alternative but to accept the rights of the Iranian people as laid out in the 14-point proposal. The longer they drag their feet, the more American taxpayers will pay for it, he said. The Tehran's offer includes an immediate end to the war on all fronts, a reference to the continued Israeli attacks against Iran-supported Hezbollah in Lebanon, and a halt to the U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports and guarantees of no further attacks on Iran, according to Iran's semi-official Tasnim news agency. Now, it also reportedly includes a demand for compensation for war damages and an emphasis on Iranian sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. Now, interestingly, I've been asking myself the question, when there is war and issues like that, who has to pay for the war damage that has happened? Who has to pay for the war damage that has happened? To the perpetrator. So in the case, let's looking at the Russia and the Russia aggression against Ukraine, who then goes on to pay? Well, saying Russia. Now, Russia's Shadow Fleet has been passing through the strait, not the strait, Shadow Fleet ships defying Prime Minister and entering UK waters. Now, it says that almost 200 so-called Russian Shadow Fleet vessels have entered UK waters since the Prime Minister threatened to intercept them nearly 7 weeks ago. In March, Sakir Sama announced that British armed forces are now able to board sanctioned vessels that are passing through our waters. However, BBC verification has identified 184 UK sanctioned vessels making 238 journeys through UK waters since then, and the government has not publicly stated or offered evidence that any have been boarded. So is it that the UK authorities are so weak or scared that if they go ruffle the feathers of the Russians, they might end up attacking the UK as well? Well, when it comes to Europe, and knowing the stance of Trump now, the U.S. and NATO and everything, well, you go and ruffle the feathers or the bear, the big bear, to rise up and do what? And where do you hide? Well. So we see about that. But ladies and gentlemen, it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Because of our time, we are plodding on. Okay, one from Asia as well. Now, Pakistan has struck a rehab center in Afghanistan. On a rainy, cold morning, Masouda makes her way to Hillside Cemetery in northwest Kabul to visit the grave of a younger brother, Miwawis, but she doesn't know exactly where he was buried after he was killed in a Pakistani airstrike 2 months ago. Instead, she stands at the edge of the mass grave, neatly covered with tiny white stones and roughly marked with grey granite slabs, which is the final resting place of some of the at least 269 people killed in an attack on a drug rehabilitation center. But again, Pakistan is saying that there have been attacks by Afghans. Is it groups who have, or I don't know whether they are people who belong, they are Pakistanis who are living in Afghanistan and using that place as a base to attack the Pakistan itself, and therefore Pakistan decide like what Israel is saying, if you are not able to control Hezbollah, then we are going to attack the whole of Lebanon, and that's what seems to be going on that front. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. As we go on, stay tuned and don't even think of touching the dial. Let's move on to other parts of the world, notably this time around to the African front. And let me see what I can do within this space of time that I have. So let's bring you two stories, and then we'll bring the program to a close. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa says he will legally challenge a report that has paved the way for Parliament to consider impeachment proceedings against him over the theft of a large sums of cash from his private firm. A constitutional court ruling last week found that Parliament acted unconstitutionally when it voted against establishing an impeachment inquiry. Against Ramaphosa regarding the Fala report in 2022. I remain here and I'm not resigning, Ramaphosa said on Monday, ending days of speculation over whether he will step down. The controversy stems from the so-called Fala scandal, in which thousands of dollars were stolen from the furniture at his game farm. An independent panel found there was a prima facie evidence of Ramaphosa, Ramaphosa may have committed serious misconduct in the way he handled the matter. He has denied wrongdoing and said the money came from the legitimate sale of buffalo from his farming business. Now, South Africa's Constitutional Court last week ruled the matter should be examined further through an impeachment process in Parliament rather than be dismissed. Ramaphosa said he will now ask the court to review and set aside the report which he argues relied on hearsay evidence. Now, you are a leader of a country. How do you keep a huge sum, let's say have $1 million in a sofa in your house? Not even in couldn't you have put it in the bank? Or are there no banks in Fala area? Well, I don't know. But at times, when we are in leadership, at times we don't look at things holistically. When we thought that maybe no one would have seen it, but unfortunately, it has been found out, and then this is what is happening there. Let me bring you that final story. This pertains to accused of neocolonial meddling in many African countries where it has traditionally had close ties. France is broadening its horizons by co-hosting a summit of African leaders in English-speaking Kenya for the first time. Now, speaking at the Africa Forward Summit in the capital Nairobi yesterday, French President Emmanuel Macron announced investment worth 27 billion in Africa in areas such as energy transition, digital and AI, the maritime economy, and agriculture. Africa is succeeding. Is the youngest continent in the world and needs investment to become more self-reliant, he said, adding that this will create some 250,000 jobs in Africa and in France. We are not simply here to come and invest on the African continent alongside you. We need the great African business leaders to come and invest in France, he told the audience at Nairobi's Convention Center, reports the AFP news agency. The two-day summit is aimed at broadening Paris's partnership and making investment deals on the continent against a backdrop of rising anti-French sentiment and diminishing power in its former colonies, especially in West Africa. This reflects a step change in how Paris thinks of its relationship with Africa. So it's looking at more of investment. So we are investing in the country, and then you can also vice versa come to invest, and then it will benefit 270,000 or create 250,000 jobs in Africa. So somebody says, why not? Why not? And African business leaders can also come to France and come and do some investments there. But do you think that is the right thing to do? Are they trying to just show us some power there? All right then, Starr ready? Okay, a good one here. And no other one but businessman Ibrahim Mahama has pledged support to Emmanuel Asamoah, Ghanaian affected by the xenophobic attacks in South Africa, by offering to establish a cement distribution and construction hardware depot for him in Ghana. The support follows assurances Mr. Mahama gave to the Minister for Foreign Affairs regarding the commitment to assisting Ghanaians returning home from difficult conditions abroad. At a meeting held at his office together with Ghana's High Commissioner to South Africa, Mr. Mahama appealed to Ghanaians living in South Africa to consider returning home and contributing to national development through employment and entrepreneurial opportunities. Now, according to him, Ghanaians facing hardship abroad should return home to either venture into businesses or learn a trade, stressing that he's willing to support such individuals based on their skills and interests. Well, that is a good one there. That's a good one there. And I say kudos to him. And yeah, let's see how businessmen, entrepreneurs are able to help these individuals so that at least back home they will be able to have or make end means for themselves and for their families as well. I mean, people are dependent on other people to do all sorts, and at times you look at rent and stuff like that goes on, and you think, oh my goodness. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been Starr Radio UK, and this has been your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And this is why I bring my program to a close for today. As I said, I'll be back tomorrow, God willing, with the Wednesday edition of the morning show. But until then, it's been me, your one and only Archie, saying, have a top of the day. We'll take this commercial break. When it ends and you don't hear from me, then it's me, Archie. I'm out like that. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye for now.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 079-61-248-834 or email Dan at gilaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
you're not using AI properly in 2026, you're already behind time to catch up. I'm teaching a beginner-friendly session on how to use AI in a practical, everyday way. No tech jargon here, just real results. Join me on the 21st of May at 7 p.m. See you there.
It's so delicious. Like when you eat it, when we got greens, meat, fish, everything is in there.
And the tilapia fish, it tastes amazing. Softness, moist, and definitely the taste.
Of the seasoning from Africa. The food is just like back home from my home. Tastes very good.
I bring the Ghana to England, yeah. Can have what do you call the ampesi, fufu, chosavi, banku, weche, jollof, Ghana jollof. Oh my God, Ama jollof. Name the food when you come to Ama to eat. Ama is not do it for you.
When you come to Amersfoort, you get the best chosavi in the whole United Kingdom, London. Yes.
Welcome to African Hill Resort, the perfect location for your honeymoon, conferences, breakfast meetings, and weekend getaways. Other facilities available include spa, rooftop bar, restaurant, indoor bar, swimming pool, lawn for parties, and outside catering. There is free Wi-Fi connectivity for you to stay in touch with your family, business associates, and the whole world. African Hill Resort is located on the Iveta Hills with a panoramic view of whole township. For inquiries or reservations, call 0208 267 501 or 0209 135 196 or 0362 290.
Do you or anyone you know suffer with oxidative stress? Oxidative stress is a condition where your body produces too many free radicals, which can damage cells and lead to health problems. Diseases caused by oxidative stress include heart disease, blood disorder, diabetes, arthritis, stroke, chronic fatigue, neurodegenerative disease, premature aging, autoimmune disorders, etc. Health is real wealth. Move, nourish, thrive. Need help? Call me for more information on +4 4 7 4 2 4 4 8 9 5 7 8.
Running a business or managing your personal finances? Let GIL Accountancy Services take the stress away. As trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, we help you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Whether you're self-employed, a landlord, run a limited company, or a charity, our tailored solutions are built for you. Claim your free initial consultation today. Call 07961 248 834 or email dan@gillaccountants.com. GIL Accountancy Services, your partners in success.
I am recording from the beautiful country of Ghana. I'm staying at the Oceanic Resort here in Accra, Ghana, where I am topping up my vitamin D and feeling so energized and vibrant. As you can see, the lovely sea behind me and the sand. I've also brought my products with me, which also helps to energize me. I brought my P84, my Fighter Power X, and the new kid on the block, my Protandu. If you would like to hear more or learn more about these wonderful products that I'm taking, you can either inbox me or click on the link below. Thank you for listening. My health is definitely my wealth. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.